Good morning, everyone. I'm Yamsakyam Anisha. I'm here to present you a seminar topic on pulse rate measurement. First, what is mean by pulse? When heart muscle contracts, blood is ejected from the ventricles and a pulse of pressure is transmitted through the circulatory system. And this pulse is measured at the various points and we can sense by placing our fingertip over the radial artery in the wrist. And usually a pulse travels at a speed of 5 to 15 meters per second, and a special pulse called apical pulse, which is a central pulse which is located at the apex of the heart, and it is also referred as the point of maximum impulse, and the rate of the pulse is expressed in beats per minute. In short, we'll call it as BPM. And here are certain factors which will affect the pulse. First one is age. As the age increases, the pulse rate will gradually decrease. And the second one is gender. The average male's pulse rate is slightly slower than the female's. Third one is exercise. The pulse rate normally increases with activity. And the fourth one is fever. The pulse rate increases. And the fifth one is hypovolemia, which is normally called a loss of blood from the vascular system, normally increases a pulse rate. And the sixth one is stress. In response to the stress, sympathetic nervous stimulation increases the overall activity of the heart. And the final one is pathology, which is known as certain diseases such as some heart conditions or those that impair oxygenation can alter the resting pulse rate. And these are the certain pulse sites where we'll measure the pulse, like temporal activity, carotid, branchial, papillary artery, pedal, posterior tibial artery, femoral, radial, apical pulse. Next, this is a pulse waveform. Next, we have a method called photoelectric method, which is of two types, which is the transmittance method and the reflectance method. First one is transmittance method. We'll have LED and a photoresist which will be used in this method, and this will be fitted over the tip of the finger, and the light is produced by LED and the same light is passed through the finger. For each heart pulse, the amount of blood is forced and the flow of blood is increased and the density is changed. The light is received by photoresistor, and we have a photoresistor which is connected to a voltage divider circuit, and finally the output is recorded using the strip chart recorded. And this is a picture of the transmittance method, which will have a linear on the one side and on the other side will have a photodiode, and between both the diode and the LED will have a finger. And the second one is reflectance method, and LED is placed adjacent to the photoresistor and the LED emits the light. The light is reflected from the skin and the tissues and fall on the photoresistor, and this reflected light will vary. It depends on the blood flow of the finger. Photoresistor is connected to the voltage divider circuit, and finally the output is recorded using the strip chart recorded. This is the picture of the reflectance method, where we'll have the LED and a photoresistor on the same side. Above that we'll have a finger, and this is the diagram of the picture of the pulse oximeter. And thank you. Any queries?